Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's Mr. P coming to you guys with another update for physical science. It is Monday, October 16th. Real quick note, I had some personal issues come up towards the end of the week last week, and I was not super available when it comes to answering messages and things like that on Thursday and Friday. I apologize. I'm playing catch up this morning. So if you're one of these people who's waiting on a response, I'm getting there. I promise. And like I said, everything's all good now. Just with some of the weather that rolled through, I was dealing with some issues at home. Anyway, not important. Moving on to 4.3, activity 4.3. All right, so we're looking at Unit 1, Investigation 4. And we're talking about what is inside of an atom. There is a warm-up activity I've got here asking you if Steph Curry took 100 free throws, how many do you think that he would make? And whether he makes them or misses them, where is the ball going to go after that? If you're not super familiar with who Steph Curry is, I do suggest maybe search on YouTube or something like that. Pretty good. I know some of us will debate whether or not he's the best, but that's for another place of time. As we go through 4.3 here, as always, I have any sort of simulations, and this is actually another simulation. This is the only bit here you won't see on the Interactions website. But as always, it's sort of stepped along here, asks you a couple questions, and 4.3 is looking at an experiment called Rutherford's gold foil experiment. So he took a super thin sheet of foil. He figured it was about 2 atoms thick. And it tries to zoom in and give you an idea of what we're looking at, what we should be keeping in mind as we go through these demos, if you will. Because these were experiments that these guys did a very long time ago. But it helps us gain insight as to what the inside of an atom looks like. All right, so there are a lot of questions. What do you think is going to happen? We're going to go through the foil. You're going to see a lot of different answers like that where it's asking you to make a prediction. This is that first simulation I mentioned a second ago, not this one. This first one here, Act 4.3 simulation. I linked this second one in here just because I think it's a little bit more in depth and it gives you a clearer picture. So you can use one or the other. That's up to you. After that simulation, again, we have another iteration of our timeline. And again, as we go through here, we're getting a better idea of what atoms look like on the inside. All right, there's an article here and then a check for understanding. Right, I got to change that. It's called an exit ticket right now. Need to be sure to be consistent with what we've seen in the past. So that's all for 4.3. Looking forward, we'll be finishing up 4.4 on Wednesday and Thursday. I'm just looking at my calendar here. I think we're going to be, next Thursday is Thanksgiving. So I think we're going to be looking at our next quiz Tuesday the 24th. So in about a week. So we'll finish 4.3 and 4.4 this week, do some review, tie up some odds and ends, take our quiz, and then get ready for our little Thanksgiving break we've got here. So, again, I know I'm playing catch up. Shoot me any questions you need to on Schoology. I'll talk to you guys soon.